What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video. And today, it is time that we delve into the world of court decisions, the Supreme Court, yada yada. So, I don't usually make videos on upcoming Supreme Court decisions or possible cases for the Supreme Court and all that stuff because, quite frankly, I always thought, is it really that worthwhile paying attention to it before decisions made? You know, that was always my thinking. But I think Dobbs really woke me up to say, hey, we got to look at court cases way before in advance because anything can happen. And, well, there's a lot of important court cases coming up to the Supreme Court. Now, it's a question of, will the Supreme Court hear some of these cases? That's for a different subject entirely. But I want to start discussing Supreme Court decisions that I think will come up probably in 2023, for sure by 2024, because these are so critical that the Supreme Court's already kind of hinted at they're going to make a decision on some of these cases. And I want to start talking about those. And the big one in everybody's mind is the one related to an abortion pill. So yeah, this is going to be fascinating to say the least. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. Guys, go follow Real American Politics on Twitter. We gotta get those numbers up. Of course, go follow the Rumble page down below. Guys, the exclusive content, I'm having fun making it, because while I don't make, daily exclusive content on Rumble, it's nice to have a place where I can put exclusive content for everybody to see. And of course, you better, and I hope you join the channel today. Excuse my French. I misspoke a little bit. But point is, I hope you guys join the channel today just for $3 a month. Click that blue button down below and you can join the channel, which helps support the daily content we all know and love. Alright, everybody, let's get into it. So, like I said, I'm going to start talking a bit more about upcoming court decisions, upcoming court cases, past cases that were a disastrous ruling, all that stuff. And I want to start with the one that I think's on everybody's mind. The upcoming, and hopefully the Supreme Court hears this, it's related to an abortion pill. Now, as everybody knows, I am vehemently pro-life. I believe that, abortion is murder, and this is no exception. This abortion pill, in my opinion, it's murder. But we got to discuss the legal arguments about this case. So what happened was the FDA approved a new abortion pill, but a federal judge in Texas essentially invalidated the entire pill, saying that, it's unconstitutional. Now, here's a thing, though, that makes this important. The decision, should it withstand court challenges, could make it more difficult for patients to obtain abortions, even in states where abortion is legal. This is where everybody's talking about, because the abortion pill is, a chemical abortion, or whatever you want to call it. And if it is made illegal, which this decision did make it illegal, it could effectively cut abortions in half in many states, even that are legal in some of these states. Now, there's many states that have abortion pills effectively banned in them, but either way, I think we got to read some of the parts of the decision. So, ultimately, the pill starves the unborn human until death. Because the pill alone will not always complete the abortion, the FDA mandates a two-step drug regimen. Of course, the original abortion pill, mifepristone, I think that's how you pronounce it, to kill the unborn human, followed by another pill, misoprostol. I hope I pronounced that. Again, I don't know who comes up with some of these medication, but it's probably wrong. To induce cramping and contractions to expel the unborn human from the mother's womb. So, essentially what this court decision said was, this pill is illegal because you are effectively killing a child. And, that's where I think this case will get interesting, because while technically I don't think it's going to deal with, what constitutes a human. What do I mean? currently United States, it's a gray area in the Constitution. Does an unborn fetus constitute a person, and therefore does it get constitutional rights, which means right to life, which would mean that if it's a person, when you could do an abortion, you're murdering that person. That's what would come down to if the Supreme Court did make a decision on is it a person or not. In my opinion, the Constitution, yes, an unborn child is a person. It should get constitutional rights. But either way, enough of that. So that's essentially what the decision was. And here, the association's members have standing because they allege adverse events from chemical abortion drugs can overwhelm the medical system and place enormous pressure and stress on doctors during emergencies and complications. So there's a lot of stuff. Women who have aborted a child, especially through chemical abortion drugs that necessitate the woman seeing her aborted child once it passes, often experience shame, regret, anxiety, depression. So you just keep reading it, and it seems like he's effectively saying that this abortion pill is illegal because you are killing an unborn child. You're killing somebody that has constitutional rights. Defendants contend that the plaintiff's theories of standing depend upon layer after layer of speculation. The plaintiffs allege FDA's chemical abortion regimen caused intense side effects and significant complications for their patients, requiring medical intervention and attention. So here's what I'm getting out of this. And again, I'm no legal expert, but everything I'm seeing, it seems like it's twofold. One, there's two, I guess you could say, kind of like decisions side by side. One, this pill is illegal because it causes side effects and, there's serious problems with it. Plus, the FDA's flat out just saying mail-in chemical abortion, which is just disgusting. That's just degenerate the FDA would promote that, but are we really shocked by that? But number two, again, I'm going back to this original one. It's talking about how this is an unborn human, and you are killing the unborn child. This is where I think this Supreme Court decision, it's going to come down to, will the Supreme Court actually go this far? Because the Supreme Court, Justice Alito, he's temporarily issued an order to ensure the abortion pill is still available. Now, that doesn't mean the Supreme Court's going to say it's illegal. It just gives the Supreme Court time to read into the case and see, all right, what's the arguments, yada, yada, yada. That's what they usually do. They just say, what was the state of affairs before the decision? We'll just go back to that until we read it. That usually means that they're probably going to actually listen to this case and make a decision. Now, here's what I think will happen. Now, the Texas judge effectively says you're killing a human and that it's an illegal and unsafe drug. What I think will happen, knowing the Supreme Court, you got a majority that are pro-life, right? We saw this with Dobbs. I don't think they're going to go so far just yet on declaring this pill or declaring a person, an unborn fetus as a person. I don't think they will. Because, boy, that would cause outrage. But I think what we will see happen is the Supreme Court will kind of stay away from, is this technically a person or not, but focus on, now, and this is my opinion, could this happen? Sure. But I think they're going to let this go back down to the states and say, look, the state of Texas, if they want to ban this pill, they should be allowed to because it is related to the issue of abortion. We declared that goes back to the states. But I think you will see some parts where it's like, this pill, there's some problems with it, and you're theoretically killing a fetus. And if they do that, I think they're setting up a potential court case down the line about declaring a person what is considered a person under the Constitution. I don't think we're going to see it here, sadly, but at some point the Supreme Court has to decide, is an unborn fetus a person under the Constitution? They cannot keep hiding from it forever. And I think this decision will be the first step to it. I don't think they're going to ban it outright. I would be surprised. But if they do, well, that's half of abortions in America banned, essentially. So We just got to see what happens, but I don't think we're going to get anything about is an unborn fetus protected under the Constitution. I just think what's going to happen is if a state like Texas, they want to ban the pill, let them go ahead. If a state like Washington wants to keep the abortion pill, let them go ahead. But it does open the can of worms of if somebody from Texas goes to, let's say, New Mexico, where the abortion pill would probably be legal in, if they do that, could Texas punish them? It's going to open another can of worms, but I think we're slowly starting to get to a point where eventually the Supreme Court will hear a case about is an unborn fetus a person or not, which when that day happens, I'll lay you, y'all, because it's about time. Can they just decide, will the Constitution defend unborn fetuses? Just please make that decision eventually. It's not going to happen here, I doubt it, but based on the wording that the judge in this case, the Texas judge said, there is technically a chance where they indirectly say you're killing a person, no matter what, which, hey, if the Supreme Court does that, I would be amazed. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.